My internet is down today, so when this goes up, I do not know. I'm just gonna make it anyway, and when I get internet back, I will put it up. If YouTube allows me to, because it's being an absolute bugger lately with the uploadings. Anyway, today it is reading challenge number 29, I think. Yeah, I'm like many books ahead, so it's difficult to remember sometimes. And we're going to be talking about this one, Room by Donoghue. Now, you may know, as there's a film coming up, that this is about a woman stuck in a room with her young son, and that the situation that she's in isn't that great. She's one of those women that's been snatched off the street when she was quite young. She was 19, and she's raising her son inside room, and that's his whole world. The whole subject matter is handled very sensitively, even though we're under no illusions as to what's going on. We enter the novel as Jack reaches his 5th birthday, and the implications of that, of course, are quite large. Not only that he's been in room the entirety of his 5 years, but he was not born very early on in his mother's time in room. She has been there for quite a while. And of course the story is about their eventual escape and how that happens, and Jack is sort of a vital part of that. It's difficult to write from the perspective of a 5-year-old boy. Very difficult, because there's a lot of comprehension and intelligence, but it is very much limited to a child's understanding of the world, and that can be restrictive in terms of narrative. But Emma Donoghue pulls it off remarkably well. We get a great deal of sort of background information and story through the medium of Jack's experience, and it is very richly drawn and very detailed, but still feels very authentically young boyish. There's only a few moments in the book where I felt like he was being maybe a little bit too aware and mature considering the rest of his behaviour, but they were brief and they didn't throw me out of the story too much. His mother, she's very well portrayed as well. She's just Ma in the room, and everything in her is focused on making sure that he's okay and all of that. And then when they escape and they're given freedom, there's this beautiful sort of dichotomy between her still being Ma and her being herself, and of course the trauma that she suppressed the entire time to make sure her son doesn't suffer from it, sort of exploding out of her despite her best efforts to keep it in. She's trying to be okay for him, she's trying to grab her life back even though she's lost many years to this extremely traumatic imprisonment, and her sort of unravelling is very true to life, and very, like the rest of it, very sensitively handled. Yeah, all in, despite the subject matter, it is a really good book, an excellent read, and I would highly recommend it. Next week I'm going to be talking about Haruki Murakami's Blind Willow Sleeping Woman, and be briefly discussing why I felt so disappointed by Colourless Sakura. So if you're interested in that, because it is actually pertinent with regards to a story in Blind Willow Sleeping Woman. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in Blind Willow Sleeping Woman and in why I was disappointed in Colourless Sakura, I hope you join me next Friday. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.